Welcome back, everybody. This is Brother Mutant here. Today we're continuing on our quest with Dora and his two assistants, our Triumvirate. Now let's see, where were we? We just finished our first curse, beat the Bald Hilltop, returning back to base and all that jazz, and probably are on the way to do some troll trouble stuff. I think, yeah, matter of fact, I think we're heading to the Wizard's place, the Lone House. For those of you who haven't seen this game before, know that I am using mods, so one of the biggest ones will be turn-based combat, something that's not normally in the game, which is a darn shame, because this is an easier, much more pen and paper friendly version of playing this game. You'll see some other stuff that I have, just bits and bobs that basically make the game better, but by and large, it should be really close to what you have. Now let's continue, shall we? Now, first thing we should do is, I've had a viewer request that I was either talking too quietly, or that the graphics and sounds, I should say, are actually too loud. So I'm going to turn that down once we get into the game. I'll also try to speak up a little bit, and sometimes I try to mumble a little bit and you can't really hear what I'm saying, so I'm going to actually try to enunciate a little bit better. But keep me on my toes, there's nothing wrong with that. Now let's actually do that first. So that's under options, press escape, hit options, and you should see sound. You see we have master volume, voice volume, ambient. I'm at 50, and I turned the music down last episode or two. So hopefully this doesn't make it too quiet. I'm going to actually crank this up to 20 to keep it about the same. But I'll turn this down to, say, 30. See where that takes us. Now, of course, you have to save these. And then we just hog out of here. And we should be good to go. So you see we're continuing on our way to Lone House. We have, of course, Jubilost, our new teammate. Enter Lone House. And we anticipate trouble. That doesn't mean we're going to get it. But remember, we're trying to warn him of the troll attacks and the fact they're fire immune, so chances that we're going to run into some trolls are probably pretty darn high. As such, you'll notice that we still have a delay poison buff on this character, which is pretty awesome. So I'll just leave that going. I will buff her with a mage armor spell. I'm not going to buff her, she doesn't get into melee enough, and I don't want to waste the mage armor uses on this wand. So I'll just buff my main character. And of course her with the scroll that she had already prepared. She will buff up with shield spell. She's not a complete imbecile, but she will of course buff her up with Blur. And the team with protection from arrows. I'll use my last shield spell. Jubilost will use his mutagen for dexterity, which looks like a cat's grace spell, but it's not. Also, it stacks with cat grace, so know that that's going to be a thing. Activate, of course, his other long-term buffs, like Mark Scan and Poison for himself. We'll get on a shield spell if we feel like we need it, and others such as we go. Quick save with that, though. We should, of course, if we're anticipating trouble, at least summon out some puppies. Just to make sure we have a team. There's Wayne. You remember him. Saved him last time. He's still here. Doesn't appear to be anything. Hey, easy teasy. Also, let's go talk to our wizard. Might be that we are a little early for some reason. Not sure why. The guy specifically told us about him, but then again, he did tell us not to warn him. He did tell us just about him, so maybe that's the trick. So let's see here. You got anything, bro? Do you know anything about the local trolls who are resistant to fire? I've never heard anything like it. If this is true, I'll have to revise my defenses. Bartholomew suddenly goes silent, frowns, and closes his eyes. Your Grace, I'm afraid we must intermit that conversation for now. A moment ago, a troll was caught in one of my fire traps, and it was unharmed. I suggest that a chance to explore its corpse would better equip me to answer your questions. So let's go kill us a troll. Sounds good. Now we could prepare ahead of time. Accompany Bartholomew, lead the way. That's clearly the way to go. Their life ends here. So basically we just need to take out said troll. Now again, branded troll, obvious. I think that is the brand that you're seeing here, by the way. Literally some sort of magical enchantment, I'm guessing. But let's find out. Dora, no need to do fire weapon. So let's actually swap out for cold. Just because it doesn't kill them like finish the regeneration, doesn't mean it's not beneficial to do extra damage. And I will do... Yeah. Not bad. Liza, you, madam, are going to what? Suppose we've acid them up. Yeah, matter of fact, I think we do want that because it'll auto hit. get up in here.
Strike as one.
Proto, your turn now. Oop, dogs. Come on, puppers. I knocked you in, bullseye. One got stuck back here for some reason. Alright, Proto's turn. Alright, Acid Flash.
Out of my way!
22 sneak damage, gotta love that. He's a little more than half. Ooh, got hit with one. Now we smackdown too. Okay. Looks like Bartholomew's gonna help, but he basically buffed himself. Nothing like that. Jubilost, on the other hand, is ready to rock and roll the big hog and acid bomb to his face. Kerplow! What's up that, loser? Dora. Just hit that. There we go. Oh, shit. Bartholomew walks around the troll's corpse, what's left of it, I guess. At least they're still vulnerable to steel and acid. Now let's look at why this creature lost its respect for fire. Bartholomew recites an incantation and waves his hand over the troll's chest, what's left of it, and then points at a specific spot on it. There, branded on the flesh, is a symbol of a blacksmith's hammer encircled by thorn-studded vines. Whatever that is, that's the reason its flesh didn't burn. The wizard slowly makes an incision around the brand and then peels the flesh off, excising the brand completely. I must study this. Here's the key to my laboratory. Wait for me there. I'll join you soon enough. Without another word, Bartholomew whispers an incantation and vanishes. We got Bartholomew's key. Now, obviously, that was a lie because we turned the troll into kibble, but I don't care. This must be his, yeah, his workshop or whatever you want to call it. It doesn't look like he's replaced his spell or his traps that we disarmed last time. Just kind of hoping for some cheap XP. Let's see if there's anything in his basement here that's worth stealing. Before he shows up, of course. We'll do a quick save, of course, as we get inside.
I was successful
Okay,
in my
hidden
search.
door.
I'm there.
Over there.
Outstanding. Trap. We know what to do with that. Now how am I doing for leveling here? Cruising right along. And she's a ways away still. Still rather it be me that get the buff. So we're going to do that trick like always.
Hesitate.
You do that, sir.
I'm always ready. I am never wrong.
Now there are a pair of I believe they're
That
called
was
Trap
easy.
Springer gloves.
Ugh, what a
Oops.
failure.
Well,
I
just messed
stand
that up.
ready.
That's okay. We got a
Always
backup
waiting
plan.
bores me.
There is a pair of
Let's
Trap
move
Springer gloves that
already.
give you a +5 to your trickery, I believe.
Got it.
It is the same type of bonus. Ooh, that was nice. It's the same type of bonus as what she's giving us here, but obviously much better because it's +5. So once you get those, this trick will be obsolete. Just make sure you have the gloves and swap them onto whatever character needs the buff. Just make sure that you don't have, and I don't think it exists in this game, but there's enchanted gear, of course, that buffs your physical and your mental stats. I would make sure that you don't swap out gloves of, like, intelligence. I don't know that that exists. I don't think it does. But the point is that you would lose your spells as a result of swapping them out for that trickery glove. So that would be an issue. So, we got to see. What kind of experiments does he conduct here? Oh, good Lord in heaven. Is that a hand? Oh, dude. Big-ass saw. Looks like a freaking axe. Giant-ass pokey stick or something. What the hell is that? It's like a meat hook. Trippy, man.
Follow if you
It's
dare.
over here. Serrated knives, stained needles, and manacles share shells with flasks, vials, and chemicals. This dude's into some freaky shit. Hey, Dimwit. Dimwit says, Borba. Hoarse croak comes from behind the bars. Borba. The troll sitting in the cage is so thin you can see his ribs through his skin. Although you see no scars, his pelt is matted with dried blood, and his eyes are dull and unfocused. Various knives, saws, and bloody manacles scattered about leave little doubt what this troll has suffered. Oh, hell, this dude's been torturing trolls. Borba! The troll croaks through clenched teeth. Kill me. Enough. It hurts. Hey, bro. We ran into your pet. You don't seem happy. His blood is everywhere. See, Bartholomew rushed into the laboratory waving the sample of branded troll skin excitedly. It was simpler than I thought. This is just a simple spell of fire protection. Any competent wizard could cast it. The unusual element was the way that spell was applied. 900 XP for the team. This wasn't cast by any human hand, though. Oh no, the brand was stamped on with some artifact, which would make it possible to make trolls fire-resistant in massive numbers. This is grave news for us all. My fire traps are useless now, and making acid traps will take time and resources. More importantly, for trolls to organize in such a way, there must be some greater intelligence operating behind the scenes. Tartuccio. And if that's the case, the list of potential targets for a four-stat formula is a short one. Bartholomew pauses and begins to rummage through his lab. I promise you a reward, so please accept these acid wands. I'm afraid you may need them soon. Wand of acid arrow. First, explain why this troll is in your cage. Bartholomew's eyes lighten up. Oh yes, this is the greatest project of my career. I'm exploring the regenerative abilities of trolls in the hopes of passing them on to humans. Can you imagine the possibilities? Pain, senility, mutilations, even death itself, defeated. Oh, you weren't concerned I acquired the troll illicitly, were you? Don't worry, I purchased it legally. I'm not some poacher out roaming the Baron's woods. It's a troll slave, guys. We're dealing with troll slaves that's being mutilated. If we had other teammates on our team, by the way, this is where they would chime in and talk about how sick this bastard is. Octavia is a fine example. She hates, any animal suffering, and she was a former slave as well. So we don't have her on the team by pure dumb coincidence. So she's not here to say bad things, but know that that's a thing. So we have chaotic good, lawful neutral. Honestly, this is how messed up this is. Valerie, the shield maiden, she's lawful neutral. This would be the option that would make her happy. This is a disgusting practice, but it doesn't violate any laws. I can't forbid you to continue your experiments. By the way, that's the one I'm picking. But it's a little warped that's the one that gets Valerie all moist for you. I am pleased our minor ideological differences are respected. We might prove extremely useful to each other. He will literally join our kingdom as an advisor. Just a spoiler alert here, if I can save his ass. So that's the thing. But he's basically busy now. We have done our job there. So we did the locate the wizard's house, kill the troll, meet the wizard in his laboratory. We're on to troll trouble, find out more about the trolls. Just reward renowned explorer. Still need to locate the ancient post, so we still have time to dilly-dink around. Our curse is done for the first one, so ancient cursed quest is finished. We just need to wait for a report. Now that may mean we have to go back to our base to do some stuff, but whatevs. Let's take a quick gander at the loot that we just picked up. Braces of archery. No one on the team is really an archer. She has a savage bow. I guess you got lesser braces of archery, so I suppose I don't mind swapping out for the good ones. If we ever need to have her go range, she'll be very good at it. So, yay. We have a cloak of resistance. Everybody's got a cloak, though. Yeah. Ooh, looks like we have a scroll of haste. Does anyone need it besides Juby? No. Yours? Go ahead, Jube. All right. Let's see. So we're going to do that. Now, you can, and again, alignment plays a big part in this game. We've talked about this before. You can poo-poo Delgado and tell him that you're forbidding, you're the Baron. I mean, you are in charge after all. So even this, he is a loner. He still has to abide by your laws. He's in your domain, sort of, or will be soon. So he pretty much has to do what you say. So you can forbid him from doing stuff. He gets kind of pissed off about it, but will, I think, acquiesce. The downside is that I don't think he'll join you as an advisor. And while, it's kind of weird, deals with the devil and all that, you kind of have no choice. You really need extras. Spoiler, some of your advisors are going to leave. So it's going to be a thing. And if you bring him on, it is helpful. I will say that. It's almost creepily helpful. But it's definitely helpful. Now we have a bandit camp over here. I can go that way. Let's actually cut down. We have a swamp witch's hut. Oh, our Hodag lair. That's our one Hodag lair. Verdant Chambers, I have to go there solo still, so that's still a thing. Tenabra Steps, by the way, is way the hell up here, like I said. And we can still do that. I can take a team, or I can go solo on that place, too, by the way. And there's our Sorrow Flow for our Tiefling buddies, I should say. There's two of them. So, Candlemeter Tower, of course, is somewhere else that we have yet to visit. So I'm going to cut this way, follow the river up. Save it, so we don't mess with that mess again. Random encounter, okay, scripted, because there's no way to avoid the fight.
A test of my abilities.
Greetings to you, good sires, so your money, what did it say? So your money or your life, what you say? Well, I say eat puppy, because you're about to get fed to my dogs. Boom, boom, poop, pow, charge it. Oh, suck 22 damage, punk. I'm going to save the skeletons because there's less of them than there are the puppies. But I do not mind messing with bandits that have yet to have their turn because they're flat-footed.
Run them through.
Sneak attack, loser. Eliza, your turn, madam. And you can move, so you might as well move so we can get you all in here. Get up into business. Puppy attack. Oh yeah. Eat healthy, puppies. Alright, we're just gonna have Jubilat shoot stuff. We're not gonna go crazy with his attacks. With his bombs. We need those for trolls. So one of the reasons that Jubilat comes at just the right time, in my opinion. If you don't have someone that can do raise spells or melee touch attacks for acid, having a bomber on your team like an alchemist is an amazing increase. There's also a trick I can show you with him, I believe. Oh no, I take that back. It's for the grenadiers, and he's not a grenadier. Boo.
Let's hear you cry.
Oh, come on, Proto. What the hell? Liza.
Do not hold back.
These are tougher than I thought they'd be. Yeah, there's one guy down. Jubilost, shoot this.
Primitives.
The grenadier, why I was saying that Jubilost can't do it, he can't. The grenadier gets a special ability. Let me show it to you just to prove that it's not in his list. In the class feature down here where you see this precise bomb and all this other cool stuff that they get for being a generic alchemist, grenadier is a subclass of them. Not only do they get all this stuff, they don't get poison resistance all the way to poison immunity. Jubilost will get that for free at level 10. He gets like 2 stacks of it and that's it. So he gets a bonus and he's done. For that though, he gets precise bomb for free at level 2. And he gets the mutagen and all this other stuff. And he gets martial weapon proficiency. The grenadiers are awesome in my opinion. They can wear light armor, as you can see here. So they can wear like chain shirts and less. And one of the other abilities they get on level 2, I believe, is the ability to activate an alchemist's flask or a acid flask on their weapon. And they can discharge it, much like I'm charging my weapon with my shocking grasp spell. They can charge their weapon, their arrow, their whatever, with acid or fire. It's a minor amount, but it is there. So if I want to shoot fire bolts at a troll or an acid bolt at a troll, Jubilost should have been able to do that, but sadly he's not a grenadier, so he can't. It would come directly out of your pack. So you see these stacks of acid flasks and my alchemist fire right here. Alchemist fire that I've been hoarding. I thought I wanted them on Jubilost. That doesn't mean he can't use them, by the way. He can throw them just like they're bombs, because that's really what they are. They're just not as good as these ones. So if I wanted just to have some generic fun, I can go like yay and chuck these for some decent effect. Just saying. Go for it. Just do it off. Nice. Proto. Liza. I'm going to go up here and not attack because I want to show you the bomb. So you literally just click it and throw it. And because his precise bomb, I believe, it protects them from getting hurt. Anyone else would hurt their teammates with that AoE splash. So that's a solid bonus. And again, it's not just 1d6 of damage. All his normal bonuses apply because it's considered a bomb. So that +5 comes from his intelligence modifier and of course point blank shot if it's applicable. So it's kind of cool that he can throw bombs, temporary minor ones I suppose, but don't think that it's going to be amazing. The reason I wanted to show you the trick, because for a grenadier, not only can you charge your weapon like your arrow or your longsword or whatever with the acid or the fire, one use only, and one use of the flask only. It doesn't stay charged. What do I mean by that? So like if I charge a weapon and swing at you and miss, I think it wears off immediately. Like it's a one and done. It hits or it doesn't, and then you've used your alchemist flask. But for a grenadier, who Jubilost is not, but if you had a grenadier, you can charge your bombs with the alchemist fire or the acid flask, as weird as that is. So I can throw a firebomb on a troll that's charged with acid. The fire, for a fire immune troll, like the fire branded trolls here, would do no damage to because of the fire, but the acid would still hit. Be a minor amount, but it'd still hit for like 1d6 plus 5. So again, it is a little freaky that you can do that. I just thought that was a neat little trick. I was going to hopefully show that to you, but oh well, I guess I'll just have to explain it. Let's do this here, bandit camp. We're a little tired. Again, I can do that other trick with our lesser restoration potions to just peel off the penalty on my main here. We're not overweight, and that's partly because of that kick-ass hat we just got. But we do have gear we don't really need on us for the time being. Let's just make sure we're as light as we can be. Right. Sounds good. We don't have much in the way of protection.
Together we stand. Yes.
Hey. Show some cat's grace, bro. Lose person on yourself. I'm buffing a little crazy right now, but that's okay. Very little that we have left in the way of buffs. Looks like I forgot that I had stuff as well. Yeah, there we go. Fire that off. Alright, getting a little low. Let's see what we got. Oh.
Pay attention.
What we got here? Shorty, hey, you all are leaving some for me, right? Just stay and look out like you were told. The man's voice carries the weight of command. He seems to be the leader of these bandits. His bushy beard is matted, and remnants of the last day's meals are still evident in it. Flavor saver, I get it. Quit your whining. We always take care of our own, don't we? Says a disheveled, rotund woman with a round face. Ha, right you are. When have we ever mistreated you, Shorty? The short, ratty man whose filthy strands of hair do little to obscure his prominent bald spot doesn't even try to watch the road. His eyes are locked on the sight of his companions rummaging through their most recent haul of obviously stolen loot. The bandit leader looks up and jumps with a start when he sees you, his sole eye wide in disbelief. Shorty, you ass! You were supposed to watch the road. Shorty spins to face you, finally noticing your presence. Hey, someone's coming! Grab your blades, he yells belatedly. Good job, Shorty. Hold on, everyone, the bandit leader says as he sheaths the sword he'd drawn just a moment ago. And Shorty, stop your foaming. Look here, this is our glorious Baron himself. Come now, bow down, everyone, bow down. The bandit leader bows low, a smirk showing through his bushy beard. The rest of the bandits clumsily repeat the gesture. All except Shorty, who can only glance back and forth, unable to comprehend the situation. Who are you? What are you doing here? Why, we're your loyal subjects, honest bandits. It's a lot of us, the bandit leader's broad smile reveals a mouthful of rotted teeth. We've been associated with the Standlord's band, but since you went and beat the stag out of him, we left on our own. So now you ought to take us in, your grace. We'd be even better with a strong leader. Lawful good. Screw that shit. I'm not having these guys here. Attack. I don't deal with scum. Time for fighting. This is why we save our skeleton spells. Now these guys are bandits slash fighters slash rogues slash even maybe a wizard here. Ooh, we've taken considerable damage on that first round. Proto, 5-foot step back away from these idiots for one. Skeleton army on top of these fools. End your turn. Alright, Dora. We have issues with these dum-dums, so let's just choke their gases off. Taking this.
Don't hold back!
Okay. Now he's going to be nerfed for at least 2 rounds. That gives us some time. Obviously, we want to take these fools out, so it's time to straight up firebomb the hell out of them.
Will they ever learn?
You guys are pretty rough. Alright, while that's going on, and that should be on too, by the way. Let's,
Out of my way!
Sneak attack. Yeah. Dora. Dora.
This
Deal with
will
one.
hurt.
There we go.
You
Pay
son of
attention to
one!
that fool. Jupe lost.
A fine use of my talents.
Oof. Skeletors are taking it on
Run
the chin.
them through.
And that guy was not attackable just yet. Should have taken his return. There we go. Oh, he's got reduced damage though. You see that? 12 reduced. Oh, he must be a barbarian. Probably has DR1. Okay. That's what it is. That's probably why he's hitting so damn hard. It's funny that he didn't rage though.
A clever ploy.
Nice. Oof.
Let's hear you
Tougher fight than I
cry.
thought it was going to be. And he's immune to sneak attack. You seeing this? He's not being caught flat-footed or flanked. Must be some sort of barbarian feat that he has.
Ha!
Bam his
Primitives.
ass. Nice.
I still. Oh,
Oh, I'm down. That's not good.
Die!
Come on. Someone kill this idiot. Jimmy.
Will they ever learn?
There we go. Finally. Goodness gracious. What a jackass. Alright. Last dude in the cloud. Thank God it doesn't go way upon my death.
Out of my way!
Boom. Damage. There we go. Come on, guys. Show them what's what. Juby's turn.
A fine use of my talents.
Since we're clearly resting anyway with our deaths, we clearly need to just blow our wad. How about a nice auto hit move? Suck it, loser. Right, get up, yep. Gold bricks. Press L to make our stinky cloud go away so we don't get caught in that mess. Looks like they had magical loot. We're clearly camping here for the night. So we'll do that after looting the place proper. Or trying to return it to the citizens who we cannot find that they stole it from. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Totally doing that thing. Let's check the map this way.
I do what I must.
Alright. Charge down here. As we go over here to the pile that we already had, collect it, and then we'll
Rest would be welcome.
think about what we're doing with this loot. Okay, so we got a scale mail +2. Juby can only use the medium stuff, or the light stuff. So leather, studded leather, or chain shirt. Now he could get a upgrade with a chain shirt, as you can see. But his dexterity, when he's not encumbered, is actually better than this +4. So it's probably better that we keep him in studded leather or less. Which is this guy here, which is just as good as the leather +1 that he has. So we might as well just leave him with the gear he has for the time being. That kick-ass studded leather that Lindsay has, we'll swap that out to him. That's the one that allows him to cast bark skin on himself, and we can do something else with his spell slot, so he doesn't have to waste it, so to speak. Just lighten our load before we take a little nappy nap. And we did have a shield. Notice that she can use shields. But the moment she uses shields, she has problems with her monkeying abilities, so that's going to be a thing. But I can show it to you, I suppose. See, she still gets her other bonus. I don't think she gets... Well, maybe I'm wrong on that. We should test that out. In fact, let's test that out. We'll see if the next fight, if she can actually get her crane, wing, crane, riposte, crane style, whatever bonuses for fighting defensively while dual wielding. Basically, she's got a shield and a one-handed weapon. If she can, then we'll definitely leave the shield on her. Because that's another, what, +3 to her armor class? And until he can cast shield spell on her, that's a solid upgrade for her. Short sword +1, a short bow +1, a heavy mace +1, bastard sword. Well, you got a lot of magical loot off these doofuses. They were tougher than I thought. Okay. We need to camp. So clearly that's the thing that's happening. We do need to check our spells, make sure that we have everything like we want. Feel good about this. He's good to go. Jujubee. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're okay. Alright. Let's do this thing. Quick save first, in case we get mugged in the middle of the night.
Rest would be welcome.
Okay. So, Jubilost. We need to repeat this and make sure that we're good to go. We don't need to hunt, but we can. I got a really good someone for watching, though. She's great at camouflage. Oh, what is Jubilost great at? He's camouflage cooking. Camouflage cooking. I'm good at cooking. 11, 16. She's better at watch. Okay, so I'll cook and Jubilost can do camouflage. We'll use the ration so no one needs to hunt. And no one's going to do special rolls, but everything else is being covered. And again, we could make sweet pancakes, which is a bonus. If we make that DC check. I remember I'm at a plus 11, so it's a pretty good chance. I can do onion soup. Saving throws. Pancakes give us what? Plus 5 bonus movement speed for a day. Let's do that. Sweet pancakes for the win. Hell to the yeah. Begin resting. Now are sweet pancakes anybody's favorite is the question. The only one to check is really Jubilost. See that? He's just getting the movement bonus just like the rest of us. Nothing fancy. And the mercenaries don't have any kind of favorites, and I don't think your main character does either. But we're ready to rock and roll. A quick save as we leave. Take our loot with us. Because it puts us at a decent weight. We're still at light, so we're still doing fine. We do need to find a place to sell again. Where to? We do have to get back home for the first. Good news is it gives you a heads up on how much time approximately it'll take for you to get there. So about a day. The reason that's important is because, again, remember, we want to be back before the 30th or 31st, because if something happened, you know, like we have a problem that needs to be solved now, well, then we needed to put someone on that job. So this will give us a chance to go to the main square, sell off some goods, upgrade some people, swap out some armor with Jubilost and Lindsay. So we'll be good to go for the next round of whatever we're going to go out for. I don't know what we're going to do. I mean, I don't want to go, I know I don't want to go yet to that Verdant Chambers by myself. And we got a Hodag lair that's over there. I could take the team over there, I guess scout the road to the Verdant Chambers, not go there officially, like enter. But I could scout the road there because it's over there by that Hodag lair. That might be something fun to mess with. Let's take a look at that. Before we talk to our vendor, of course, we want to make sure that we swap out with people across the board here. So, hop off your leathers, bro. Lindsay, you need this instead. Stud leather. Okay, and Jubilee, you need to have yourself this Woodlands Aegis. There you go. Anyone that's got a bow, he has one. She does bow work. Here you go. Lesser Braces of Archery. Solid upgrade. Also, Dispel Magic for her. Happily take it. She's got a shield. He's got a kick-ass shield. She's got a normal weird shield. Oh, we have another Bastardward sword. I suppose I could do like this for the time being for her. But she's already pushing heavyweight. So I probably shouldn't. I should probably actually take that even off of her. Keep her back to medium. I could, if she was coming with us, I could give her Jubilost's cool hat. Because that's a personal 200 as well. Not only is it for the team, but it's for her as well. So if you need to make someone lighter, that hat is a good way to make their lighter category. Anyway, she's fine. Miri's doing great. He has squat and doodly, but he's not so much that we can really do for him. Oh, I need to check for robes. Robes. He doesn't have one. There you go, Harem. Oh, he doesn't need one because he gets a resistance bonus from the shield. Lindsay, here we go. There you go, Rich. The reason I didn't give Lindsay Jubilost armor, because this is worth more. It's the same as the studded leather she has as far as the bonus is concerned, but this is worth more and I can sell it. Okay, remember, it's always about your money. So we want to make sure not to sell the tower shield. So offer everything with the tower shield and keep the torches. Boom. You can take the scale mail +2. That's only a 7, yeah. Short sword, short bow. I'm going to keep the heavy mace. I'm going to chuck that bastard sword, though. The leather armor. And all these masterwork items can go. And nondescript books can go. Keeping the tower shield, as I said. I'll buy another stack of 3 camping supplies. So we're at 8 for our team of 4. And we're really ready to go back out on the open road again. But we do want to go... Well, first I should actually show you this vendor. I keep forgetting this. This is Zarcy. She's the vendor of magic. This didn't used to be in the beginning of the game. Then they added her. A tiefling girl looks as though she's made of spring. She can't stand still for a moment. She nods her head, snaps her fingers, and taps her feet into an inner whirling song. Seeing you, she quickly waves her hand and breaks into a wide smile and immediately starts jabbering. Your Grace, welcome. What do you want? Scrolls? I have them. You won't regret it. My suppliers will bring more scrolls for sale if you want to manage to attract more mages to your lands. More mages, more demand, and more goodies for you. So go build them libraries, and we'll both profit from it. So, kind of cool. Letting you know, I think, what you can build in your kingdom to change her wares. Show me your wares. She is the Scroll Queen. Ray of Sickening. Nice, nice. I'd rather use that than have it in a spell slot. But, remember, this is why we're here, so we can click on her character and see what scrolls I could purchase that he could scribe into his book. Invisibility's on the list. Molten Orbs here. Stone's Call. Beast Shape 1. Displacement. I'll take all those. We're going to do this per individual that can cast spells. So again, bear with me here, guys, while we do this. It's just easier if you do one person at a time. Tab out, tab back in kind of thing. And this will get me everything I can get to him. Now we go back in again, and then we select Jubilost. He can do Stone Fist. Sea and Fizz, very useful. Fox's Cunning, we'll take that. Eagle Splendor, the last displacement. Beast Shape 1. Again, a lot of transmutation spells you're noticing, right? So again, take those. And select Juby. Start scribing. Nice. That's everything. Then we go back in again for our other teammate that can cast Pricing Ascending. Let's go over first order. Burning Hands, sure. Flare Burst, Hypnotism, Sleep, Stone Fist, Stunning Barrier, a lame spell, but I want them just to complete the list more than anything. Blindness, Bone Shaker. Now we're talking necromancy spells. Eagle Splendor, Glitter Dust, another amazing spell. Molten Orb, Pernicious Poison, another necromancy spell. Scare, another necromancy spell. See and Viz, Stone Call, Beast Shape 1. Lots of stuff for her. This is why it gets pricey when you have wizard types on your team, because you really are trying to fill your books. Even if, I mean, this is the kind of the Batman of the wizards is the Eldritch Scoundrel, in my opinion, because they have the ability to, you know, slot out their spells at a moment's notice. So basically prep time, like Batman's known for, and the ability to stealth and do sneak attack damage. It sounds like Batman, doesn't it? So she really is the undead Batman of our team. And then from there, we have one more still to do. Remember, we have Octavia. We may not use her, but I don't like teammates being subpar. So here's our last chance to upgrade her. Our chance to upgrade her. Cause Fear, Ear Piercing Scream, Flare Burst, Hypnotism, Sleep Spell, Stone Fist, Stunning Barrier, Summon Monster, True Strike, Blindness, Bone Shaker, Burning Arc, Create Pit, Glitter Dust, Molten Orb, Seeing Viz. Boom. Again, Pricey, but we're doing okay. Still got plenty of loot, so I'm not worried about it. After we're done with this, I'm going to show you everybody's spell book just to show you that we've gotten quite a bit of juice. Oops. What that was. And that, and this. Okay. Doing good, doing good, doing good. Alright, let's just check one more time. Looks good. Okay, so now do your spell book. Press B. We'll go to our main first. All my kick-ass spells. Doing real good for level 2 stuff now. And a solid amount of level 3 spells again. Stuff I'll never use. B-shape is not something you're going to do. Especially as a scroll savant. Or sorry, scroll savant. A sword saint. Because you do not have any benefit with your claws or your bites. So, turning into a beast of any kind as a scroll savant, or I did it again, as a sword saint, basically strips you of all those intelligence bonuses that you get for wielding your weapon of choice. See? So that's, again, I shouldn't have done that, but I don't particularly care. It's only one spell. Juby, decent number of level 1 stuff that he can pick from now, and level 2, very useful. He could probably get more from the cleric, by the way. He has a lot of clerical type of spells, you'll see. He's very familiar with transmutation / clerical stuff, similar to like a bard. He even has himself a nice Death Warden freedom of movement. Can't use them yet, same with these level 3 stuff, but again, remove disease, remove blindness. When he can use these on the teammates, that's when he gets really, really useful. Our Undead Mistress, solid level 1 spellbook, so much that it's on 3 pages. Look at that. Full page 1, page 2, and then all the way over to page 3. And again, spells that she'll never use, but if I were to be so bold, I will put in... Where did it go? It's in here somewhere. Grease spell. I'm just blind. A decent spell. One spell that she's missing from her list, by the way, is Ray of Enfeeblement. That's another one that I was looking for. Oh, no, it's right there. I'll actually take that instead. That is a necromancy spell that even if they make the save, there's still a penalty. So we'll take that. A nice amount of level 2 stuff. And again, Seeing Viz, Scare, Pernicious Poison, Bone Shaker, Blindness, all really good necromancy spells here. So that's helpful. Remember, she has got a bonus to her necromancy DC checks. I have another list of level 3 stuff. Battering Blast is a solid spell, not until she gets to level 10, really, but when she gets to 10 and 15 and 20, she gets another missile, so to speak, a ball of force. She starts off with 1, then does 2, and then does 3, and then does 4. Decent damage with each of those. 5d6 of force damage. Really impressive. But she has also things like Haste, Hold Person, some AoE stuff, and Fireball. Still love that Stinking Cloud combo. And while she has B-Shape 1, she doesn't really need it. Again, it's not that she gets a penalty to it like me, but at the very least it's there. And again, it's more about completion than anything else. She even has Remove Curse, which she's probably never going to use anytime soon. Our last caster that can scribe to her book. Notice that she has a lot of ones that are against her. These are the ones that she has no special training in. It's a penalty. So if I wanted a Ray of Enfeeblement for her, it takes up 2 spell slots, not 1. Still only 1 casting of the spell. So her abjuration spells and her necromancy spells are her penalty. Notice something else. All the transmutation ones are here, with the exception of weird ones that my mod added. They assumed that they were part of her list. So you see this one, Divination, should only be down in this one, not up here. I can select it and it can go there, but I'm not going to, because that's not part of her school of training. So you'll notice that some of those errors exist in the game. Another fine example, Transmutation, Illusion spell, it's not supposed to be there. Transmutation, these 2 are okay. They can go here. But Hypnotic Pattern should be down here, if she can cast them at all. And yes, she can, because it's Necromancy and Abjuration. That's an illusion, so she should be fine. But a solid list for spell 2s now. She even has a decent smattering of level 3 stuff, and already a couple transmutation spells, a few. That'll be useful for her, so she'll have a free one of those, and then back to like Hold Person and Fireball stuff. So, she's pretty good. Let's get to Capital. We'll side to our throne room. see if there's anything to be done here before we turn around. Might make an upgrade for my town. Or the other town, as far as building points are concerned. We'll talk to him. I don't think we have picked up anything, though, that'll allow us to sell stuff. Oh, Dorraj pendant, and it's open to the Dryad. My bad. I lied. That's $1,000. We want to check the chest. You want to check it to see if Bakken stopped by while we were away, bringing in stuff. It would be at the very tail end here. Another way to do that, a lot of people will do this, where they specifically make it like a dead zone, so that they'll like go like this. So that if something shows up in the dead zone, it'll be obvious to them. It'll be like drawing their attention. Oh, I got something here. What was it? Oh, I got this now. So that's a thing. I did want to give Harem the upgraded weapon. Heavy Mace +1. And you may wonder why. Notice we gave him other +1 heavy weapon focus heavy mace. So again, we gave him training in it. Because there's a lot of decent heavy maces in the game. Thematically, it fits for him. He's a bludgeoning kind of guy. And it makes sense. The flail was another option, but I'm like, I don't like flails. But that was a solid choice. And I do want to drop off our food. And yes, hider eyes are food. Don't worry, I'll move that here in a moment. Got that. Eggs, butter, milk, flour, and rice. Feel pretty good about that. We're back to being reasonably low. I'm going to leave the tower shield behind too, because I don't think we need to tally that with us. Where's that eye at? There we go. Like so. And again, leave our dead zone. Did we pick up any quest items stuff? I don't see any. Bartholomew's Key, we still have it. I don't know that we need to keep it. No, I do want to dole out a torch. I have spells, so I don't really need the torches. So, a torch on someone that's a fighter type, so that if they don't have an enchanted weapon like these that are fire or acid, that they can do some actual damage. She has spells and cantrips. He has spells, but no cantrips that do damage like a torch can. So we'll give it to him. And go like that. So that way I don't have to keep going back to saving it and not saving it. Save here. And let's see here. What do we got? What we got? Anything pop up? Nope. 17 days, 16 days, and 5 days. So it's going to be well into the next month. We still have advisors that are available. You know, we've got 5, and we're only, as you can see, using 3 to do stuff. So I can have somebody go on, probably like training, if I really wanted to. I don't. It's important, and we'll get it eventually. Pillage the Temple of the Elk, or what's the other one? Trade agreement. We don't have enough funds for that. Oh, by the way, we did want to purchase some BP though. Again, we have a solid amount of loot. We'll buy 100. Again, like I said, I like to buy solid chunks at a time. So 25, 50, 100, 200 even when I get crazy. And then we want to go to our regions, go to our specific cities, or excuse me, villages. See if anything needs to be built in there. Remember we needed a monument, wasn't that right here? So we could do that. I don't mind that. That'll give us more divine. Is that something I care about? Sort of. Sure, why not? The monument will give us community and loyalty. So community +1, loyalty +1, and divine +1. Meh. What else could we do? Something that's next to a tavern or a bulletin board, doesn't care. Barracks. We're adjacent to a longhouse, so we didn't get the longhouse here, and I'm not going to double up on them. That's just crazy. So, what else does a longhouse affect? Shops. Barracks, which again we talked about. Inns, temples, shrines, which we already have here. Tavern, which we have there. temple. I don't think we have those yet. I'll check. So basically shops and temples possibly. Shop. And next to a tavern. And we can't do that because that's where I'm going to put the monument. Okay. Smithy. Next to a shop. Okay, so we need more room, basically, is our problem right now. Which is fine. I'm going to make that monument, though, because I know I wanted that upgrade. And again, it'll take a little bit of time to build it. I don't care. Back out of here. Let's go to the other town, the one that's over there by Oleg's. Scroll up here. Boom, come to Trade Guard. It has a couple things in it already, it looks like. Piers, always, because so we can get by the water so we can get that free money. But Alchemist Shop and a tavern is in place now. Notice he gets a bonus when adjacent to a tavern or a longhouse. I don't know that he'll get it if I put a longhouse next to him. But I do know if I put a longhouse next to the tavern, I get a bonus to relations. So again, do I want relations to go up? Clearly, yes. So again, I'm happy to put the longhouse here. The longhouse gives us a lot as far as upgrade. Community, divine, and culture. And then again, another bonus to relations. Community, loyalty, culture is way the heck down here. So again, it'll be helpful. I'd really like to get our economy up some more. We need to get that to 4. What can we do short term for that? Probably a shop, right? Or herbalist house? Loyalty, nope. Shop, clearly it's money. Okay. More economy one next to a tavern. Hey, there we go. Boom. Very nice. When that's built, that'll be a +2 to our economy over here. Jumping this up to a solid 18. Is there anything else we can do money-wise? Let me see. It looks like a coin. Tavern's already in place. Lumberyard. Okay, this is a different one. A mill for producing pre-cut logs, boards, and wood materials needed for construction. +1 to relations when located in a settlement with peers, which we have. So very nice. Notice this. A sacred grove cannot be built in the settlement housing a lumberyard, which is a special building which we don't even have access to yet. But it is worth note, if you wanted that sacred grove, this is not where you're putting this lumberyard. But I'm cool with the lumberyard, and it can go anywhere. It doesn't have to be next to anything, just needs to be in a town that has piers, which we do have. So that's a solid upgrade. Let's put it, let's see, longhouse stuff buffs the longhouse. We're going to keep that spot available here and here. Let's put the lumberyard. Yeah, let's put it right there. That's perfect. So now we should have a +3 when those two buildings are done. We'll get a solid +3 to our economy, putting us at 19. We need one more. I don't need it here necessarily, but if I could, I will. I don't see anything that strikes me as an obvious money grab, but having said that, I can go back to the other town. I should decide whether I want a bulletin board here. Remember, this is a +2 bonus to resolving problems in this region. They don't have a bulletin board yet. That's something that they probably should have. Now we're down to 200. I'm still okay with that. Let's head back to our main town and see if there's one place we could put something that gives us some cash. Just need one little thing. And chances are by our next upgrade, or somebody completes a opportunity or a problem, solves a problem, we may get economy up like +1 to +3 for all I know. So this could be a waste. But if it can be done, like I said, I'd like to do it. We can do, again, another lumber yard. Or a shop. And again, the shop wants to be next to a tavern. Nothing we can do about that. Smithy. What is this thing? I went next to a shop that's got money. Oh, boo. Oh. Hey, I can go back to the other one if the... See if the shop back there, if there's room next to it, I can put a smithy next to it. It'll get an economy bump. Did I make a shop? I think I did. Or I'm making one. No, I'm not. Oh, there's one here. Ah, boo. I put the lumberyard there like a doof. Okay, so well, this gives me an opportunity to show you something. Okay, so you see how the lumberyard, we had to spend 38 BP to put it down. I can sell it and then replace it in the same movement. Well, 2 movements, I should say. So you just sell it, it refunds you half the money, or decent chunk, but I can place it immediately is the point. So here, place it here. I like leaving the doubles open because weird stuff shows up where it needs 2 slots sometimes. So the shop's there. Now that's done. It didn't cost us anything. We didn't waste any time on it, so that's okay. But now we need to put that smithy there. Now, with that in place, once it's done and this is done, this will give us another upgrade to economy. So after everything's said and done, unless we lose economy, which is a thing, we should be at a solid 20. That means now that we have an advisor, Jubilost, we can rank him up once we get to 20, and he'll be level 2. More money, more BP, excuse me, coming in all the time, and we can start ranking up the other guys to level 2. Best case scenario, of course. That's basically our goal. Now, just as a quick check to see the time frame again for how soon till someone shows promise. Way into next month, 5 days, and that's it. So unless something happens in the next 2-3 days before the start of the next month, there's nothing we can do about it. We only got like 2 advisors that can do stuff. So let's bounce out of here and get back on the overland map and do some more stuff. Oh, I've never gone to the tavern yet. So let's actually do that. I teleport out and I teleport back in, basically. I don't do the run to the tavern. That's just a waste of my time. I don't mind the cutscenes or the screens. So just go here, enter, and we're going to tavern. We're going to rob the place. As the Baron, we're going to pilfer from our people. And we'll talk to the bartender owner of the establishment. She's actually pretty cool. Also, there's a check over here and loot. Oh, notice this, someone carved a body poem about the origin of the name of the stag. No, it's a different bar that has the quest item. So let's steal from her back here. And we have the Beer Mug Inn. This is Alina. Amiri, of course, is hanging out here. Also, by the way, Anariel 8 Eyes is the one that makes your mercenaries and allows you to retrain your people. She's in this bar. Let's see. What shows for treats you have? Just to see what she has for sale more than anything. You can have my mace. Light mace. And anything else? Not really. Oh, here. I'll sell her back this stuff we stole from her. There you go. Good job. She has food items and, of course, camping supplies. So most bars that we run into will have the same kind of deal.
In due time.
We're going to go this way. Notice, again, we can pilfer all kinds of stuff from them. Should have done this, like I said, early on. Just because it gives us free stuff to sell early. Get your button here. All kinds of stuff. Lots of hooch. Potatoes.
I'm off.
I'm not in the mood to talk. What the hell did I just do? What the hell did I just do? Not in the mood to talk. I don't feel well today. My stomach is on fire. I'm pretty sure the plums are responsible. Maybe I should have washed those plums before eating them or not even stole them in the first place. Oh, it's getting worse. What just happened? That is hilariously awesome. I had never seen that before, guys. That's wild. He's going out here. Oh, no, he's going.
I do what I
was
must.
kind of hoping to catch him as a pet. Table, scattered ink stains suggest that Lindsay may have spent some time here.
I'm there.
I just want to go upstairs and rob her upstairs because she has guest quarters and such. Jaethel.
A trivial task.
And again, if you want to meet Jaethel and talk with her about her past and blah blah blah, this is your chance to do stuff like that. There will be perception checks up here. Since I'm alone, I have to rely on my own perception, which is not the best. Let's just be honest. But it's better than a 0. And at the very least, we can loot the other stuff.
I'm there. Interesting.
Ooh, there's something. Hey, magic roar from War Axe. We could sell that for like $600.
I do what I must.
Remember, use your tab button to light stuff up to interact with. We
trivial
have another room
task.
there I missed.
Impossible.
Okay, missed a check. What was that? Ooh, 26. Now this might be the check. This might be the thing. It could be this one over here. I'm fairly certain it's in one of these bars. Either this bar or the other bar we go to. But that's the...
Impossible.
Oh, wow. Even another one. Oh, that was a bad roll. Well, should have scum saved it, but I wasn't paying attention. If you get the item I'm talking about, it literally is a severed hand, a mummified-ish hand
Due time.
that you put in your belt. It's like takes a belt slot up, and basically you can tab it on, kind of like your kitty here, and it basically just circles this hand. It looks like the hand's got a quill in its hand, obviously, and that basically means anytime I cast a scroll from here, or if I try to straight up use it from here, as long as that toggle's running, 25% of the time I'll cast the spell and I'll still keep the scroll. That's an amazing upgrade, especially for a caster like me or our Elder Scoundrel. Again, people that rely on written spells in their spell book. And again, copying it to your spell book qualifies too. So if I try to copy it to my spell book, 25% of the time it'll copy to the spell book just fine, and I'll still keep the scroll. So basically, anytime you use a scroll while that little toggle's running, for that one person and that one person alone, you have a 1 in 4 chance of not wasting the scroll. That's pretty baller, in my opinion. I thought that was pretty badass. Okay, so like I said, let's try the Hodag Lair. Although I do want to kind of keep close to town for the first of the month again. Let's head to the right. We got Trail in the Hills. Rat Nook Hill, we never took out the rats. Can we do it? I think we can. If anything, it'll be a good test of our squadron team.
Adventures can wait.
Now, clearly we're fatigued already, my main character. But I'll literally just have him take a lesser restoration potion. Cure that little problem. And this will give us an opportunity to see if we can detect that trap. Which, by the way, now that I think about that,
No one
see,
stands
perception.
in
Who's our
my
best
way.
perception? She's 16. She's 19. Okay. There is a scroll that we may have. Detect magic doors and traps, stuff like that. Detect secret doors. Oh, maybe it was a wand. Probably didn't equip it either because it's a wand. Find traps. Yeah. Go here. Your moderate. Push that away. Grab this. Find traps. And this should give her a tiny
I will not falter.
buff to her perception checks, like just a +1, but it's whatever. And it lasts for 3 minutes. So, get sheet. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, maybe it's a morale bonus. Is it a morale bonus? No, it says insight bonus. Oh, maybe it's just for traps. Maybe that's the trick here. Okay, so remember, perception is not just perception for traps. It's perception for traps as well as for hidden items and stuff. So maybe that's the trick. We're not seeing it because it only kicks in for actual traps. Okay, so let's give this a go. I'm going to take the 2 best. Well, actually take the other team. Screw it.
Adventures can wait.
Over there.
Ah, it worked. Perception check. And look at that perception check. 32. See what I'm saying? That's awesome. And a nat 20 on that one. That's amazing, guys. So, a solid check. And again, I don't know that we can disarm this trap, but you better believe my best trap disarming person is going to get the XP. So she's at 15. I'm at 13. He's at 12. If he buffs up, he will be... Always make sure to buff up
manner
Jubal
of
with
country
that.
is this? Where is
Remember,
the
he has 2
lavish
ways to
dining, the festivals?
buff himself.
Place
Not only does he
barely
have cat's
merits
grace,
of note in my
he also
compendium.
has mutagen dexterity. Now check him out. He's at a 16. She's at a 15. So Juby's technically our best picker here.
Our time has
And
come.
again, we buff him with this. So now he's at a 17. Poof.
My skills are getting
Right.
rusty.
Go get it, bro. Do us proud.
Child's play.
No actual XP for that. Kind of disappointed. Okay, so again, I'm fatigued. I don't want to be at a penalty. So we have that Lesser restoration potions. Here. It's kind of a waste, you know, versus just camping, but no one else really needs to camp. Drop these things. I should have sold those back at base. But this way I'm going in with my full strength, my full dex. It's only a -2 to each of them, but it's a -1 to my swing guaranteed and a -1 to my armor class guaranteed, so it's kind of suck. I will buff up. This is going to be a very nasty fight. So you really do want the king
Thinking.
to be in rare form. I could have even made Tubelas even better at trap disarming by having him do size person, reduced person, because it gets a size bonus to his dexterity. See that? It stacks with Cat's Grace and with the mutagen, so he has literally a +10 to his dex right now. So again, his trickery would have went up another point. Oh, by the way, that buff did not work on him that she gave him because he already had the competence bonus from the hat. I forgot about that.
I'm always ready.
He's got his shield spell.
Battles
Okay, your
await.
turn. You're doing that for her. We will actually waste. Not the wand. We'll use potions. A potion of mage armor on her, and she'll cast
I'm losing my temper.
1 mage armor on me, so that the 3 that don't have any armor are at full
Let's
fighting
move
form.
already.
Shield spell for yourself, Han. Blur for her. Arrow protection for the team.
Let us not hesitate.
First, poison protection for you. You're immune to poisons already. He is not, so we're going to give that to me as well. Tubelas has his own. Now, the whole team's protected from poison, so we can do that trick with the Stinking Cloud. Remember, her pets will suffer from that. It's okay. It's still important to have them out sometimes. But her skeletons could give rats ass. Pardon the pun, since we're about to go beat up a bunch of rat people. So this is going to be actually pretty useful for us. Alright. I could do maybe like a couple potions of like heroism or some
We
such, but
will
I think
prevail.
we're good. So now there's always 2 were-rats here, and then there's a big boss were-rat over here. He's the same size, it just means he's a jackass, and he throws bombs like Jubilost. So, we really need to rush a specific area. Since she doesn't have the Stinking Cloud spell, I'm going to have her come all the way to here. And she's going to summon these bastards on this prick. Boom, see that? So hopefully that'll keep him entertained. And then while that's going on, we'll summon skeletons and summon the Stinking Cloud. Now remember, she can do both the skeleton and the Stinking Cloud, but I can do the Stinking Cloud, period. So, why don't I do like this, try to catch all 3 of these fools in a Stinking Cloud, so that they're puking their guts out. Now they can't attack. This one passes check, but he's fighting in the cloud. Eventually he's going to fail. It is probably what's going to happen here. And I'll guarantee he stays in the cloud by standing next to him, so he has no choice but to fight me or someone else. Proto, your turn, hon. Time for you to take out the skeleton army and throw at that jackass, because he needs to die. That's the toughest dude on the map. These guys are bad. They're roguey, sneak attacking sons of bitches. But by and large, they're nothing compared to the bomb chucking doofus up here. And of course, because they're were creatures, they don't have any silver weapons. By the way, there are not silver weapons in this game. However, there's either an ability that allows you to make your weapon silver. I don't know that, like a spell. Or a special ability, like I enchant my weapon to be fire damage and such. Something like that probably exists. I don't know that for a fact. But I do know this. Mithril weapons in this game are considered silver. So if you have a mithril dagger, mithril sword, mithril whatever, it's considered silver for the purposes of penetrating DR for those that are susceptible to silver. That's some helpful information. Juby, time for you to start throwing bombs. These guys don't care if it's acid or fire, I don't think. And they can't reach that guy over here. So let's just take out the closest one. Oof. Did that kill him? Go, Juby. Okay, they go spastic crazy on their attacks, like you see.
Should have run.
and now he's puking his guts out. So he did his attack and then failed his check. Again, he's trapped in the cloud. Eventually they're gonna fail it, unless they're immune. That's always the thing. So now let's do the sneak attack. So let's step up here. See if it works even. She hadn't engaged yet. And she may be immune because he's a thief, a rogue type. Juby.
Clever ploy.
Liza.
We shall overcome.
Oh, by the way, I did want to check that attack against Eliza. Where at? Where you at? Eliza. So, hold on. Where at? Attacks Eliza, misses. Okay, 30%. I'm checking her armor, okay? So base 10, everyone gets. Her armor from being wise, for being a monk. Her dex bonus, deflection from the shield spell that she put on her, the Shield of Faith. Mage armor we cast on her. 3 from her light shield, natural armor enhancement, and dodge. She's not getting fighting defensively slash crane style. At least not on that round. 30 is all she's getting. 16, 17, 20. No, that's right. Okay. Just checking to make sure that it didn't show up like at the end of the round or some such. We'll check one more time. Sometimes it's like every other round or whatever, like not the first round of attacks. It's kind of weird. It's fidgety and it doesn't really explain itself very well. Oh, actually, I can't check it on the next round because these guys are not going to attack or keep their guts out. Boom, solid hit there. Odo.
Let's hear you
Take him
cry.
this time. Nope. So he's immune to the sneak attack at this level. We're doing skeletons. Nice. Judy.
Primitives.
Oop, I need to put you on autopilot for bombs, bro. Thought you were.
Attack!
Okay. She only gets one attack. That's the other thing for sure. Because she's a monk, she normally gets flurry of blows, but she has a shield she will not be able to. Okay, so that's something. Another reason to not want to use the shield, if we can help it. Alright, I'm going to use this magic missile to help wound that guy way over there. Oh! Hey there. Immune to magic missile. Did he cast a shield spell on himself? If he did it before we got a chance to do anything about it. It's funny, the skeletons over there are getting tired of messing with this guy. I don't know what that's about. Yubi,
Will
kill this
they
fool.
ever learn?
There we go. Eliza. All hit move. Nice. Yeah, he has a shield spell on him. Okay. Oh, let's see.
Out
touch
of my
attack him still.
way!
Ooh, he wasn't protected from that. That's awesome. Okay, so gear-wise, we actually do pretty good for ourselves. Well, that's actually L to make the stinking cloud go away.
Follow if you dare.
Check everything, of course. We got stuff up there. We'll go there last. But you see, we just picked up a bunch of stuff from the 2 bastards that we took out first. He's got stuff, and he's got stuff locked in a box.
I do what I must.
So you totally know you want to do that one.
I will see this
Give
through.
me my buff.
It's time to act. I'll take care of it.
Wanda shield. Hey, we'll definitely take that.
I'm there.
That's a nice little 50-use item. We got a shock short sword. Who uses short sword? She should use a short sword. Her rapier is the agile rapier. Notice where's it at? Shock short sword is a light weapon still. So if I don't want to use the cold iron dagger for her, I can literally do this. Still light, still the same. -2 is for dual wielding instead of it being like -4. And it does extra damage now, so you gotta love that. And I could have given her, quite frankly, I could have given her Arcane Protector. She doesn't need the nausea protection because she's immune to poison, but that's an extra 3 to her dodge, so her armor goes up. Matter of fact, let me just show that to you. Touch armor up another 3, so is your armor class over here. Not flat-footed, of course, because dodge always goes the way of the dodo. But that's a nice little bump for her if I wanted her to have that level of protection. I think I'd rather her do damage, though, and shocking is pretty sweet. We got a incredible dexterity belt. While it won't stack with his cat's grace that he has on him currently, we're not going to have cat's grace all the time, so we might as well give it to him. We also have a bombardier's vest. Now, while this is going to lower his armor class, he gets +2 to his attack rolls with bombs and similar weapons, which of course means like flasks and stuff like that. So we're definitely going to give him that. He's going to go down in armor, but not horribly so. And headband of vast intelligence. I think it's time for me to be smart. More spells a day and more armor for me eventually, right? Or actually right now, because it's +6 and I'm level 7, so I can get a +7 up here and I can still use all of that armor. So I'm actually subpar for armor right now, but that's definitely an upgrade. Yeah, I'll take that. Can anyone else use that hat? No, we'll give that to like a Miri or something. Give that back to Lindsay. Keen Kukri. Let's take a look at that. Can anyone use the Kukri? No. Okay, that'll be a Reg. He likes the Kukris. Later it'll be Knock Knock. He's amazing. But this is an amazing upgradable skill. Or a weapon. The Keen Kukri has the highest crit range, the 15 to 20 that everyone shoots for when they're crit fishing. So we have actually 2 Kukris. Really nice. The Shield's Wand of Shield. Put that on me. That's 45, excuse me. It lasts for 2 minutes. Cast for level 2. That's not bad. That's a definite bonus. And remember, I have Wand Wielder, if I'm not mistaken, on my character. Or actually, maybe I am mistaken. Maybe that's Reg I'm thinking of. No, I took Wand Wielder. Yay! It's probably both of us. The Wand Wielder, remember, allows me to use a wand like it's my actual spell. So I can cast it and still swing my weapon. So if I need to buff myself and still swing, I can do that with wands. So that's nice. That was pretty productive. That was a pretty successful team. I think this video's gone on long enough, so I'm going to do a quick cut from here, guys. I'll be right back.